Alright, how are you guys doing? We are in episode 4 and it's time to get our hands dirty with open broadcasting software. So, hope you're excited about this one because this is really very fun starting. So, the Twitch bandwidth test here is still running in the background. I don't really care about this one, I just keep it running. What we are doing here is we need to get open broadcasting software into our system, right? So you go to this homepage over here, just Google OBS and you will find it pretty quickly. It's called OBS Studio or Open Broadcaster Software. If you Google for something like that, you will find it, but of course it will also be in the link in our document. Download it for the operating system of your choice and install and start. And you should be looking at something like this. You noticed I got rid of all the previous things which had been here because we're gonna start and rebuild all of that from scratch, and you can follow along with me. So the first thing we're gonna need is we need a streaming profile and a scene collection. So if you have a freshly installed OBS, you will have no profiles. There will probably be something like unnamed or maybe standard or default or whatever. And there will be no scene collections. Like I have quite a few of them in here. I have also quite a few profiles in here. So what you want to do is you just create a new profile. I have already a new profile here, which currently is doing nothing. So I'm gonna just remove that so that we can really go through every step together. So just gonna create a new profile. Give it some name. It could be your standard streaming, or maybe call it streaming, or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it new profile so that I can delete it later. And yeah, you can put on show auto configuration wizard. Let's do it. Why not? So it will ask you if you want to do streaming or just recording, or only using your virtual camera. I would say you want to be streaming, so optimize for streaming. Recording is secondary. We're gonna ask you for a base canvas resolution. If you have a 1920 by 1080 monitor, this is what you want to do here. Alright, if you have a super widescreen monitor, then put that one in. If you are streaming from that monitor, whatever monitor you're using from which you are streaming, put the resolution of that monitor in there. And then FPS, it's either 60 or 30, but prefer 60 when possible. We're gonna probably change that anyways. You can go and put in, I will put in 30 because I know I need 30. Alright, and then there is stream information. Please enter your stream information. The service we're gonna stream to is Twitch. There are other options available. If you want to do these things, go and watch a tutorial about that. We're gonna do it here for Twitch. So you want to connect your account, or you want to use your stream key. So it is a little bit safer, or it's a little bit more convenient, I think, to just use connect account. So if you click connect account, a pop-up will open and it will ask you to log in into Twitch. If you have two-way authentication, you might actually put in like a passcode which you're getting sent to your phone. All of this might happen. The important thing is you just connect this thing to your Twitch. Alright, so let's do that. And I'm gonna put in my credentials here. Off screen. Alright, and I do have two-way authentication open, so I will have to put in my code here. This is all happening off screen. I'm sorry for that, but it is what it is. I want to preserve my privacy. Okay, here we are. So our connect is now connected. Our account is now connected. It's asking us a little bit more here. Estimate bitwave with bandwidth test. I'm gonna turn that off. Prefer hardware encoding. I'm gonna turn that one off too. We're gonna go through all of these later anyways. Okay, and just gonna go. Oh, did I not connect my account? Did it not work? Let's do it again. Okay. Here we are. Now it's connected. And we just go next. This test is probably not gonna end up well because I am actually doing a bandwidth test here on the other side. So maybe turn off the auto wizard here, or do it after you have completed this one. Okay, so what did we get here? We have a video bitrate of 2500. I know I can do more if I do the settings. Okay, let's just apply this for now. Alright, and now because we connected our account to Twitch, you will see some things pop up on your screen here in your OBS. And that is great. This is exactly what you want. So we have here now, we have a little chat window, which you can drag around. We have a stream information window, which we can drag around. You can put them also next to your preview like that, and then we are at the point where what we were looking at before. So if you prefer to have your OBS completely open while you are streaming on your other monitor, or while you're casting on your other monitor, you can set it up like this, where you have everything docked. You can also undock these, and I think you can, oops, no you can't. Then you can get rid of some of these things, or make, for example, the preview smaller, if that is too distracting for while you are casting, if you have like stuff showing up all the time on the second screen, if that is too distracting for you, you can make it smaller, or you can get rid of it entirely probably as well. Anyways, so this is actually the chat which is connected to your Twitch account. So whatever you chat here will be seen to every viewer. Whatever the viewers are chatting here will be seen in OBS in here. So that's pretty handy. You can also change the title of your streaming. We're gonna go through some of these things later. The important thing is it's showing up, and we are happy about that. So now let's go through the settings. So we just did the install like the wizard, but let's actually do this by hand, because we can do better than what we just saw there. Okay, by now maybe your Twitch bandwidth test has completed. If not, you have to probably wait until it is completed. I know from my experience that I have a very good connection to, I think it is Seattle. I have a 9000 kilobit per second connection to Seattle. Alright, and the quality rating was the best to that one as well. So once this is done for you, just check where you have the best quality, and then check what bandwidth you have to that server, and note the server. Alright, so write that down, and then go here in OBS, go under settings, and we're gonna make some changes here. So the first one is we go to output. No, wait. We go to stream. Sorry. We go to stream first. Twitch should be service should be Twitch. Server, it's auto. That's recommended. But if you know, you can go to the server which you had the best connection to. Where is it? Seattle. I don't see it here. Alright. And so you can put that one in and force to go to Seattle. And that's everything we're gonna do here. So put where the best server you have from here. Put that in there. Moving on, we go to output now. You want to go to output mode advanced. If you have an NVIDIA card, I recommend you use that as an encoder. And then down here in this sub window here, put rate control on CBR, the constant bitrate. Put here the bitrate which you got from your test over here, It doesn't have to be like super exact, just by the thousands it's fine. Just round it to the next thousands. And everything else should be fine as it is. Then audio. I recommend, and some people will tell you different, I recommend disable everything here. We're gonna add the audio sources by hand later. Alright? If you turn them on here, they will be on every single scene, and that might be a pain later to get rid of. Just turn them all off. We will control audio on a more fine scale later. Going back to moving on to video. So here again, you put in the resolution of the monitor on which the stuff is happening, which you want to stream, right? The output resolution and the frame rate, they determine how much data you have to send to the server, to the Twitch server. So the higher your bandwidth, which you are testing here, the higher you can go here with resolution and FPS. Streaming in 30 FPS is totally fine. Alright? Going above and beyond, I mean, if you can, sure, do it. I, as a viewer, never really noticed, to be honest, if someone is streaming on 30 FPS or 60 FPS. But maybe I'm just an old man. But if you can push the output resolution, however, I think that will be a better effect really for your stream. So if you have a choice between improving your FPS and improving your resolution, I would say go up with resolution instead. Alright, so you can stream at the full resolution you have on your monitor if your bandwidth is good enough. If it's not, you should downscale your resolution. I have it on 1280 times 720, and that is fine. Right? Remember that it is all capped by whatever you're putting in here and under output at bitrate. So if you're trying to stream like insane resolution at 60 FPS at 2000 kilobits per second, then your stream will miss a lot of frames and you will have a slideshow over there. So you have to support the bitrate. You have to support your stream with the bitrate in here. And then, of course, your internet architecture, like the actual cables which are going from your computer to the server, need to be able to support that bitrate too. But that can only be measured. You don't really know. And it might also fluctuate. So you better want to go a little bit below and make sure that everything is just running smoothly. Okay, anyways. So if you're around 9000, this should work fine for you. If you have more, you can go up. If you have less, you might have to go down. There's a lot more tutorials out there which are better than mine about finding the optimal resolution you can stream on. I recommend doing a little bit of research concerning that. For here, let's stick with what we have. Alright. And then last, you go to advanced. And why are we going to advanced? Because we want to enable a stream delay. If you are casting, in any league, you usually have to turn this on. That means that everything which is being streamed out by your computer, everything which is being recorded by your computer is buffered for, let's say, 60 seconds before it is actually being sent out to Twitch. You could also set a stream delay on the Twitch homepage. But I prefer to have all my controls in one place. And that means, for me, OBS. So everything is in here, and I know I do not have to like visit the Twitch homepage if I want to turn off the delay, for example, right? And click me through the menus of Twitch and then come back and do something with my OBS. Like, I don't want that. I want everything in one place as much as possible, and that means for me enabling a stream delay over here. Click apply, OK, and that's that. So now we have set up our OBS. It is connected to Twitch. In the next episode, we're actually gonna start showing something in our OBS so that we can actually see something on Twitch.